marry you for your money in a minute. Would you marry me for my money?
In a minute.
So I guess it's pretty lucky neither of us is rich, huh? Please, darling, don't sit there looking at me like that.
Holly, I'm in love with you.
So what?
So what? So plenty. I love you. You belong to me.
No. People don't belong to people.
Of course they do.
I'm not gonna let anyone put me in a cage.
There's definitely a sadness in Breakfast at Tiffany's. Audrey's character, Holly Golightly, believes love is a bad thing. She's a kid from the country who thinks love will hold her back from having fun. It's a very tender and sweet journey. Everything about Audrey in Breakfast at Tiffany's has become iconic. In 2006, the famous costume from the film was put up for auction by Christie's. Sarah Hodgson was part of the team.
For a long time, I'd wondered where this little black dress was, and it's obviously the costume most associated with Audrey from that film. It's the first thing you see her wearing in the film. And I think for a lot of women, it's reached that sort of iconic status. So when I first heard that it was available for auction, I was incredibly excited.
You talk about the material it was made of, because it was very unusual, wasn't it?
It was an amazing Italian satin. You can't get it anymore, apparently, but it was incredible because the dress almost stood up on its own. It was so luxurious.
What was the atmosphere like in the auction room?
The build-up to the sale itself was fantastic, and then on the day, I mean, people were booking phone lines, they were leaving commission bids. It was frantic. It was absolutely frantic.
And did you believe that it was ever going to go for what it went for?
I was telephone bidding with a client who desperately wanted it, and the bidding went up quite quickly initially, and then things started to slow down a little bit, and then it was getting higher and higher and higher, and my client, I think, dropped out at about £350,000. He said, I just can't go on anymore. And then the eventual buyer, when the hammer went down at 400,000, there was literally a second of completely stunned silence, and then applause.
The black cocktail dress worn by Audrey Hepburn in Breakfast at Tiffany's has gone under the hammer in London for £410,000. Frenzied bidding pushed the price far beyond Christie's estimate of £70,000.
A 45-year-old frock made the 10 o'clock news. And not just the dress from Tiffany's has lived on. Audrey began the era of celebrities endorsing products. Her sunglasses in the film were made by Oliver Goldsmith. Claire Goldsmith is part of the family firm.
This is our family archive. This room's not open to the public. You can't come in here just off the street. In here we house the full, complete Oliver Goldsmith collection. It's one of the most complete ones in the world. Audrey Hepburn had a unique face, and we describe it as an elfin face because it was really small. And we've got a frame here that actually we used to do a fitting for her, and it's minuscule. I mean, you know, you can
Could I try it?
Absolutely, yeah. But that frame was a prototype in order to make a frame that she wore in a film called Two for the Road.
Oh, okay.
So,
and that's this picture?
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
Here, obviously, I think this is what made Audrey Hepburn iconic, is the Breakfast at Tiffany's, those glasses.
Yeah.
I mean, these aren't the originals, are they?
No, they're a replica of the originals. But they are, I think, probably one of the most iconic pair of sunglasses in the world, really.
I've never known something to be copied as much.
Yeah.
Can I try them on?
Please, try them on.
Wow. How do you think? Think it's me? Oh, they're so pretty.
My grandfather had a diary, and when he first met her, he wrote, I met a young lady today. Her name's Audrey Hepburn. They tell me she's going to be a really big thing. You know, and you sort of think, even then, he felt that there was something about her that was warm and likeable and, you know, all the things that we love about her, really.